Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join a discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at Artie Demon. So I'm going to try a little something different this time for 12 Forever. Instead of doing individual reviews that go really in depth, I'm going to try to lump together episodes and go a little bit more quicker, just because I just can't take the time to spend so much effort on just a singular episode like I do other shows, what I think are more important. This one's kind of iffy. We were discussing it over on our Discord. Again, go join that. And people seem to like it, so I'm going to kind of dive into it, give my thoughts and feelings, real quick hits. But episode 1, let's start with something I actually really like. I like the theme song. It's really funny. It's quick, it's fast, it's energetic, the animation's really good. I like the theme song, and that's going to be the last nice thing I say for a long time. So it opens up, and it's Reggie's birthday. She's turning 12, and it's, normal stuff there. I guess a single mom, she has a brother. She's getting gifts that aren't necessary. Her mom got her a bunch of practical things, deodorant, who she's growing up. Then, in the most ridiculous thing in the world, her mom gives her a training bra that she opens in front of her older brother and her male best friend. What is this mom thinking? What is she out of her damn mind? Why would you do that? First of all, it's embarrassing as hell to do that to your daughter, and it's just awkward and weird. What a dummy. The mom's an idiot. And these first 3 episodes that I've seen, she's an absolute idiot. We see that they're also getting ready for a yard sale. So they're trying to get rid of a bunch of all their old toys. Reggie has a whole box full of old crap she doesn't use anymore, but she doesn't want to give anything away because she's a freaking idiot. So then she takes her stuff because she's supposed to go through it and only keep the stuff she really wants. Then they're like, oh, I'm going to go to Endless. And they just go to this magical world. And I'm thinking to myself, shouldn't they have explained this, or at least shown where she got these keys or anything? No, there's just some magical world they can go to, her and her best friend. Yeah, we need to explain a little more here. This world's filled with a bunch of silly characters, and they're always doing silly things. I should be laughing. I like things like this. I guess I'm one of the few people that actually like shows like Uncle Grandpa, because it's way over the top and weird. Same thing, but I'm not laughing at anything. I don't know. We get all her toys come to life. They bury all her stuff, and they all come to life. And just there's these 2 weird wrestler guys, and they're a couple, and they're a gay couple, and they're the perfect couple. They're nice and kind and everything. There's nothing wrong with being a good couple, but it always seems like the gay couples are always perfection in these shows. It's just a little ridiculous. I guess that stupid label maker, because that's one thing she hated in the garage sale. Everything was getting a price. Label maker becomes a monster, starts attacking everyone. The fight's okay. Whatever. They beat it. Nice, an actual nice moment. We have Reggie brought her brother, his name Dustin. He had a little toy that was getting sold too, but you can tell he's still nostalgic for it. She saved it for him, and she's being real nice. Oh, hey Dustin, I grabbed this for you. I thought maybe you'd want it. He's like, oh, of course she's playing it off because he has to be the tough older brother. But that was nice. It was kind. She was being a sweet little sister. But, those moments are few and far between. The mom chicks in on her, and she's like, oh yeah, Mom, I got rid of all those toys. Oh, you're being so mature and so grown up. But she didn't. She lied to her mom, and it's a good thing she lied to her mom. The lessons in this show are bad. So episode ends, first episode, odd, weird. Episode 2. If you thought things weren't awkward enough with the bra thing in episode 1, things get really awkward now. The mom is, the talk. You're growing up, your body's changing, especially for a young woman, young girl. There's a lot of physical changes that you got to get used to. So the mom just dumps all these stupid books on her and goes, oh, if you have questions, just ask me, and he runs off. Mom, you're an idiot. You got to sit there and talk with your daughter and have a real conversation. Of course, pamphlets and books and having the scientific terms for things is important, but it's more important that you sit with your daughter and have this real conversation with her instead of just throwing a bunch of information at her and just running away. This mom's an idiot. So, of course, every time, she runs away to her endless world with her best friend, and then she shows the books to her best friend who's a male. He's a little too interested in his best friend's menstrual cycle. This kid's kind of a pervert. I don't know. It's so odd. He even tried on her bra in the first episode. He put it on. This is so weird. But he's like, yeah, this is really cool. I'm really learning stuff. I wouldn't want my daughter around this guy. He's kind of a pervert. She grabs all the books and gets all I'm getting rid of this stuff. My body's perfect. I don't like that. Like she has this constant need to be told that she's great and she's amazing, she's perfect. That's unhealthy. But she runs off with all the books and throws them in the volcano and the fires of Mount Doom. And this creates the Butt Witch, the most voluptuous bad guy in modern cartoon history. Damn, this girl is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. She's got a badunkadunk and a banging ass body. Like seriously, damn, she's got a body on her. Whew. Is this because she threw those books in there that it gave her like this very super femme fatale body, because that's what those books are about, like growing up and becoming a woman? Like, is that why that happened? Weird. But Reggie again goes running around. I'm perfect, and everyone around there keeps telling her she's perfect. This world isn't healthy for Reggie. She needs, not necessarily saying that you're wrong and you're stupid all the time, but she needs like a real. This is what when it happens. I'm not. She doesn't have a father. There's no dad in the picture. This is what happens. You get these weird kids that just don't know how to. She wants to do violent things. That's how she's going to overcome these feelings. She's going to go fight everything. That's normally a young man's problem, but I guess Reggie's got young man problems. She meets up with the two wrestler guys, but again, they're the perfect couple because gay couples are perfect in cartoons. It's good that they're trying to show her other outlets, but they do it in such a weird, stupid way. We get back to the Butt Witch, and her physical appearance is it's different from what you see in many shows. I mean, look at that thigh gap. My goodness, it has a man's voice. I don't know what that's all about, but she mentions that she was here before, so she wasn't created. Is she just like an essence and now she has a physical body? It's really weird. It's interesting that I don't know if they're ever going to explore that, but she also says that this was a grown-up wonderland. Those are the exact words she said. So it's not like a sex thing. I put nothing past these shows on Netflix because they'll show anything. It doesn't matter if it's for kids. So what is a grown-up wonderland to you? In the comments below, let me know what you think that is. It can smell. It says, I smell shame, fear, and confusion. So that's Reggie. That's interesting. They could have explored that, and they don't. They just leave that where it is. It's very good. It's a quick little line, but Reggie's a little ashamed of herself, of her body, because you're growing up. I don't know what this means, all these things, all these changes, but they don't ever explore that. It's such a waste. We get a really nice painting of Reggie and her little, what was his name? Brown guy? I forget what his name was, Dirty Brown or something stupid like that. But he paints this really nice picture of Reggie. Then, Reggie was running around the island wanting to beat everyone up because that's what you do when you got problems. Butt Witch shows up. She's like, I'll fight you. And dang, good Lord. This is where she gets her name Butt Witch, because she has like a big butt, like ridiculously huge. And then they start to fight. And a very interesting thing, she uses like this green lipstick or whatever, and it can get into Reggie's like mind. And I don't know what that is, but it's all her insecurities. Oh, all those things in the books, oh, getting pimples and your body's changing. So, but none of these things are actually happening. It's all like in her head. It's all mental. So everyone on the island sees Reggie struggling, but everyone's like, why isn't she fighting? She's right here. Why would she, why is she struggling? Then something weird. Again, I can't help but see these things because the show's so weird. Her best friend Todd shows up and he's like, oh, who are you? I'm going to fight you now. He's like, he can turn into animals. Instead of doing the whole blowing him a kiss like she did to Reggie, she just throws the whole lipstick in his mouth and it turns him into a little shrimp. And then she like flicks him away. Again, sorry, this show's weird. Is this a making fun of his like his penis? Is that what that is? So he turns into this little shrimp guy, and they are losing this fight. But then like one of the side people like, Reggie, it's all in your mind. How did he know that? Did he have prior knowledge of this? Whatever. She breaks the spell. She breaks out, and then 2 seconds later, Todd breaks out. Like he figured this out too. Like, but his was actually physical. It actually happened. It wasn't in his head. So how did he figure? Whatever. He turns into a giant narwhal with a huge horn. Again, I can't help but make the parallels of these phallic symbols. Goes to stab the Butt Witch, but misses. But look where the horn is. Again, I can't help but think, is this like a sex joke? Like he couldn't, put it in the right place? My goodness, this show's so weird. But they beat her. And I mean, just look at, I can't stop mentioning, my God, the way they draw her. Reg cuts off her tail and then she crawls away. He's like, I'll get all of you. It's very It-like. The sharp teeth and everything. I mean, it's a complete It reference. Then we get to the end where this is where the lesson needs to be learned. And it would have been so good, but they F it up. They absolutely F it up. Reggie comes into her mom's like office area and she's like, "Hey mom, oh what's going on, Reg?" She's like, "Yeah, those books you gave me." And the mom's like, "Yeah, I know you probably already know all that stuff. I just trying to help you." And then Reggie, in a moment of clarity, and she's like, "No, I don't know any of that stuff." And this is where the mom should have been. We can read the stuff together. I can tell you about my experiences, what I went through, and the things that how I handled it, and how we can do. You have me, and how my mother or her grandmother, I don't know their backstory, but something, an actual real mom and daughter moment. No, Reggie's like, "I like my body the way it is, and I think I'm perfect." And this is the mom is so stupid. What she should have said was, "Reggie, in life, there's things you can control and things that you can't. We all grow up. It doesn't happen all at once. It doesn't happen overnight, but you will grow up. And it's better to know these things and talk about it and share these things with your family and your mother than it is to tackle these issues alone, because you can't control it and it's going to happen." Nope, the mom's like, "It's going to happen anyway, so you better like it." What? And then she's like, "Oh, growing old, look at me, I'm awesome." And then she throws out her shoulder, and then that's the end of this conversation. My God, what a wasted lesson. Absolutely wasted. We didn't need the particulars and like the details of what her and her mom talked about. This is how I would have done the scene. Just like I said before, she walks in, then she says, "Come here, Reggie, sit down." They start talking, the camera zooms out, and you can see they had a real conversation. Nope, they just played up for a stupid joke time. Ugh. Episode 3. We get to meet the next kid, which is Esther. She's an old lady name. And she's giving a book report, and it's like about some stupid teen book, and she's all super excited about it. The teacher is a throwaway. She just doesn't care. She's just like a teacher that passes everyone just so she doesn't have to deal with these damn kids anymore. Reggie and Todd are just goofing off. I hated school with a passion because of stupid kids like this who just went there to goof off and be morons. I hate these people. Reggie gives her book report, but it's on a comic book classic. I mean, Bart Simpson. It's as classic as classic can be. She gets in trouble because it's not a real book, blah, blah, blah. Then Todd, an asshole, just stands up. "I forgot to do it." And then he looks over at Reggie and smiles. What a piece of garbage. I freaking hate this kid. So he gets attention too, but they don't care. It's fun. Esther wants attention because she wants to hang out with the idiot kids for some reason. But the teacher's like, "No, you don't get attention. You're a good kid." And don't go all out on the design of this school. I mean, you don't want to put, what was that? Google Auto freaking, it's not AutoCAD, but it's something like that. SketchUp. Don't go too crazy with it. Then they're in detention, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to their Magic World Endless." So they ask the teacher to go to the bathroom, and the teacher's like, "No, it's only one student at a time. If you don't let us go, we're going to piss everywhere." Oh, and then he lets them go. So that's a boy and a girl who are in detention, who are bad kids, go to the bathroom at the same time together. Well, this teacher is out of his damn mind, and to be threatened with pissing everywhere? What the hell is this show teaching kids? Ridiculous. I guess Esther just walked out of class and was following them. They get to Endless, and I guess they're like choosing teams for some game, but Esther showed up, and she got there because she played her magic flute. They have magic keys, and they say like a magic spell like in the first episode, but she blows this flute and it brings her there. Like, how the hell does this world work? This is so stupid. They got to explain these things, but they don't explain anything. So Esther's super excited about being there, and we're going to be super best friends. One of the inhabitants calls her handsome. What's with this weird, it's odd, but Reggie is instantly like doesn't like her. Oh, what if she's here to destroy everything like the last two people? Are she talking about the label monster and Butt Witch? Yeah, those were monsters, Reg. This is a girl you know from school. What the hell's your problem? Reggie's a complete bitch from here on out. From complete, absolute mean bitch to this girl who's done nothing wrong. And Todd's trying to be a nice guy. He's like, "Hey, let's give you a tour." And she's like, "Oh, how fun." And they start walking around, and Reggie's pointing at, "That's mine, that's mine, that's mine. Oh yeah, don't touch that, that's mine." Again, being a bitch. One of the inhabitants needs help moving something. And, Esther wants to be, "Oh, I'm cool too, I can help." She tries to help, but I guess the couch is alive, so she actually heard it. And then Reggie's like, "See, look what she did." Reggie, she has no idea how this world works. Stop being a bitch. I guess Reggie's power, she's super strong. So she just lifts the thing up and takes it up there. She's like, "Oh, wow, you guys got superpowers. That's so cool." And Esther's taking it with stride. She's like, "Oh, yeah, we need boundaries and everything. It's really cool." But Todd's being nice too. And he's like, trying to talk to her, even though she's a little weird. She's talking about her stupid book. Like, "Oh, yeah." And then she talks about her parents. And it's classic. "Oh, my parents are always gone. They are overachievers, blah, 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 blah." Same super crap you see in a million cartoons. They come to a river, and then Todd's powers to turn into animals, so he turns into Lapras or turns into Nessie. And Esther's like, "That's so cool. I wonder if I have powers." And then, shocker, Reggie's being a bitch. You either have it or you don't. God, she's so mean. We cut to the butt witch, and I guess she's like in her little house. And she also says, again, she says these little interesting things. That one of the inhabitants went with her because he's like enamored by her. I mean, I can only wonder why. And he made her breakfast. She's like, "I gotta make my own breakfast, but those kids left me a shadow of myself." Interesting. So this was some type of entity? So only a shadow? I kind of want to see where that's going, but man, these screenshots are ridiculous. We get back to them and the three idiots, and they're walking around, and Esther's trying to help. She's like, "Oh, we need to have a dynamic, just like in my book." And she starts relating it to the book. There's like the smart one and the fighter and the leader, and I could be the organized one. So she's trying to clean up some garbage, and she accidentally tears a house apart. Okay. And then Reggie uses that. Oh, look what she's doing. She's breaking everything. Whatever. Reggie, you're ridiculous. Oh, I want to blow off some steam. So they have like this obstacle course they're going to go run. And of course, Reggie and Todd know how to play, but she doesn't. How could Esther possibly know how this is going to work? One of the little people there, I keep calling them inhabitants because I don't know what the hell their names are. They're creatures. Is like, "Go, Esther, you can do it." And then she's like, "Oh, thanks." And then she has that look on her face like, "Oh, thanks." But there's Reggie being a bitch, like looking at her like, They start this thing, and of course she can't keep up. She's falling behind. And, Butt Witch shows up and then makes like the ground all sticky or quicksand or something with this magic gun. Like, okay. They get stuck in it. Since Esther was so far behind, she didn't get caught in it. Then she starts feeling bad and like, you know what, maybe I should just go home. I'm not fitting in. They don't like me. They hate me. That same inhabitant that gave her like confidence in the beginning is like, you can't give up. The Trinity, that's her book. Those three characters are called the Trinity. And she's like, they would never give up. She'll go, "Wow, just like in my book." She's like, "What book?" And just leaves. Interesting. I'm assuming this world feeds off your emotions and your thoughts. So these creatures know what you're thinking. They know what you're feeling, and that's how they grow. I'm just making a guess, but I think I'm right on that one. Get back to Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They're stuck in the quicksand. Esther doesn't know how to help. She's like, "Oh, well, what am I going to do?" But Witch makes these like wires that like pull them down. Like, why not just kill them? I don't know. And it's going to basically kill them. Esther trying to figure out her powers. That's it. And she ends up like throwing a rock, and she totally throws like a girl. It's ridiculous how bad she throws this rock. So she's trying to think of all these different ways that her powers can manifest. And then she gets Aang's air scooter and then can use it to fly around. Do you remember that thing? It was like a ball with a disc around it, and you held it between your feet and you bounced on it. That was like a toy when I was a kid. That's what she has. It's like, it looks like Saturn because it has like the ring, but she can use it to fly, and beats the Butt Witch back with, and then the most ridiculously lazy writing. She like can make lassos too, and she literally screams, "I can apparently do this." That is not funny, and by God, that is so stupid. Terrible writing. They beat the Butt Witch, and she flies away. Yay! She saves her friends, and now they're super bestie good friends now. They fly around, and then they go back to school, and they sit at the same lunch table because that's what friends do. So the first 3 episodes, overall, it's like a 5 out of 10. It has some interesting ideas. I don't think it explores them well enough, but to keep this under 20 minutes, I'm going to stick with it, probably do bunches of episodes like this, and yeah, it's just okay so far. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.